folks, this is Vince with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to play Roll Through the Ages, the Bronze Age. This game supports 1 to 4 players. It's for ages 8 and up, and the average playtime is 30 to 45 minutes. So today we're going to try a solo game. This is my first time attempting that, although the rules don't appear to be that much different. As I always say, I might get a rule wrong or two, but hey, I'm here to spread awareness, have some fun while doing it, and if you like what you see here, you know, buying the game, then great. I feel like I've accomplished something. Okay, so Roll Through the Ages, for those of you tuning in for the first time, is a roll and write game where you'll be rolling dice and using the various icons on this dice. Like here's some people, there's some goods, there's some food and people. 3 food there's coin, there's a skull, skulls are bad, and so on. So you'll be using these dice to collect resources and use them on your civilization pad. So everyone has the same civilization. It's not like the video game where the Egyptians have this and the Americans have, you know, it's just everyone has the same equal footing pad. You start with 3 cities, which is equivalent to 3 dice. As you assign people to these boxes and fill them up, you get a 4th die, then a 5th die, then a 6th die, then a 7th die. As you spend coins and goods, which you'll see later, you'll be able to check off various developments, which provide you with passive bonuses for the rest of the game. You can also use your workers to fill in monuments, and this is how you earn points. Up here is the order of play, what the different dice symbols mean. What happens if you roll more than 1 skull? You might lose some points or whatnot. In the solo version of the game, pestilence does affect you, even though it says opponents in parentheses. So you need to make sure that you don't get 3 skulls if you can do it. However, if you do have medicine, then you're immune to that. There's also invasion and revolt. And then there's the game end condition here. And again, solo mode is slightly different. So let's go ahead and show you what the differences are. I kind of highlighted some of them already. You're going to play a total of 10 rounds and attempt to get the highest score you can. Use all of the monuments. So typically in like a 2-player game, you only use some of them. Here you're going to use all of them. Pestilence affects you if you roll, unless you have medicine. Religion prevents the effects of revolt. And unlike the regular game, you're allowed to re-roll dice with skulls on them, like any other die result. All right, so with that being said, let's give it a try and see how it is. And for those of you, again, just learning the game now, I'll explain what I'm doing as I go. So it's like Yahtzee. I get to roll dice, and then I get 2 free rerolls. I kind of like the 2 goods here. Goods allow me to move these pegs from left to right, but I have to start from the bottom up. But because I'm starting from the bottom up, the crappiest good is this one in the bottom row. So every time I move this peg over one, it's worth 1 point, then 3 points, then 6 coins. I don't mean points, it's coins. 1 coin, then 3 coins, 6 coins, 10 coins, and so on. But as I go up here, these goods become more and more valuable. To cash in on good symbols, you're going to take the bottom one, move it over to the right one. Then you're going to take the next one, move it over to the right. And you're going to keep doing this for every good symbol you have. So if I get 4 good symbols on my roll, I move this to the right, this to the right, this to the right, and this to the right. And then I stop here because I don't have a 5th one. And then should you ever loop, though, if you have like 6, for example, you go all the way up, and then you come back down to wood, and you keep going. So that's how you earn goods in this game. I might keep that. This is 2 food or 2 people. I kind of like that idea. And this is 3 workers. So, let's see. Okay, so I think I'm going to do... I kind of like the 2 food. I like the 3 workers. The only thing I don't like about this roll is that I need a food for every city that I have. If I cannot feed my cities, then for every city that I do not feed, I get a disaster. And disasters are worth negative points at the end of the game. So that's nasty. At some point, feed cities and resolve disasters. I think I might keep the roll anyway because this is pretty powerful here. 3 people, yeah, I'm good with that. Okay, so I'm going to keep this roll. 1 skull does nothing to me. So I'm going to take the 2 goods on either side of it. It does actually have like 2 little vases there, so that counts as 2. And I'm going to go 1 and 2. Great. I'm going to take 2 food from there and go up to 5. Your food tracker starts at 3, by the way. And then these 3 people, I'm just going to assign to this city. Dun, dun, dun. And now I've unlocked my 4th die, which is great. I have another one over here. Okay, so fade cities and resolve disasters. I should have done that first, so let's just take care of that first. All right, so I had 3 cities before I got my 4th die, so 1, 2, 3. I'm down to 2. Build cities and or monuments, did that. May buy development. I don't have, I mean, I have this here. This is worth 1, and this is worth 2. So I could buy something worth 3, but none of these, the cheapest development is 10. So I'm going to need coins and a lot of goods. And then from there, you're going to discard goods in excess of 6. So if you have 6 or more goods here, you have to discard down to 6. Okay, so I wrote down the numbers 1 through 10 on the very top of the sheet. So I'm just going to cross off the number 1, and now we are round 2. All right, let's see. I'm going to need some more food because I have 4 cities. Okay, this isn't terrible. There's 3 food. There's a good that I'm probably going to re-roll. The coin I'm keeping. All right, so I'm going to re-roll this one. And it is 3 people. Okay, so here's... This is going to give me 3 food. So I'm going to go up to 5. And then I have to spend 4 of that and I'd be down to 1. So I feel like I'm not doing well with food. But this coin here, plus these goods, should enable me to buy maybe leadership or irrigation to help me out. Reroll 1 die. I kind of want to save for agriculture. Plus 1 food per food die, which would be helpful. I kind of like that. And you also gain points at the end of the game, too, for having these developments. So I might save up for agriculture. So will I get that with this turn? I don't know. With 3 people, I could go after my 5th die, but my food is a little scarce. Okay, so if I take this and the coin, this is 7. The coins are worth 7. So this would be 7, and then I'd have 3 and 6. That's 16. Okay, let's do that. So I'm going to keep things as is. I'm going to collect goods and food. So I'm going to gain 3 food. I'm up to 5. This needs to be larger because my eyes can barely see that. And then collect goods. So I get 2 goods. So this goes, again, starting from the bottom. And let's see. Feed cities and resolve disasters. Okay, so that's bad. Feed cities. So I'm down from 5 to 1 because I have 4 cities. And build cities and or monuments. Okay, so I've got 3 people. I'm going to work on this next city there. And I'm also going to create this, may buy a development. So I've got 7, and this is 3 is 10, and 6 is 16. And there is no change. When you spend a good, you have to reset it all the way back to 0 again. But that was 16, which is enough for agriculture. So now every time I get a food on a food die, I get +1 on that food die. All right, so, and then discard goods. Well, don't need to. All right, so we are now at round 3. I was hoping to have 5 dice by now, but so it goes. I need a lot of food. Okay, I may have to forego goods for a moment and re-roll that one. That's 3 people. That'll help me get that. I think I may re-roll these 2. This 7 coin is going to do nothing for me unless I can spend at least 10. So I might just re-roll all of these to try and get people and food. There's some 3 food, 2 food, and some goods. I could re-roll that one. I think I might do that. 2 goods is 2 goods. I'm trying to get more people. I think that would be... Okay, so I'm going to... But if I roll a coin, the coin would be worthless. Out of everything here, I mean, it's a 1 in 6 chance. No. Oh, yeah, it's a 1 in 6. So, do I take the chance or just take the 2 goods? All right, let's just take the 2 goods. With my luck and dice, I'll roll that coin, and then I won't be able to do anything with it. Because coins do not carry over. All right, so it says, roll dice, collect goods and food. Well, I'm going to use this as food, and that's worth 3 because of that agriculture, and this is worth 4. So that's 7. So I'm up to 8 food. So these are resolved. And goods and food, I get 2 goods, so that there and that there. And that is resolved. And again, 1 skull does nothing. Don't worry about that. Feed cities. Well, I have 4 cities, so I go from 8 to 4. And build cities or monuments. Well, I'm going to add 1 here for my 5th die. And with 2 people remaining, I still think that dice are going to be huge. So I'm going to put 2 X's on that next city. Okay, and that's everyone there. I can buy development, but I don't have any. 3 is not enough. This is worth 1, and this is worth 2. No coins to add to that. So, yeah. And then discard down to 6, which we don't need. Okay. So now I have a 5th die. We are on round... Well, that was round 3. We are now on 4. We're almost halfway done already. Holy cow. I feel like I haven't accomplished anything at this point. Okay. People... some of this is going to be food, sure. I'm going to reroll these 2. Yep. All right, food. I'm going to use some of these as people. Oh, yeah, look at this. Ooh, okay. Now we're cooking with gas. Okay, I think we're going to keep that result, and we need to figure out how we're going to spend these. We need to start building some monuments so that we get some points. I really would have liked some developments, but the goods and the coinage are just kind of hard to come by right now. 6. How much food? This is worth 4 for sure. So let's spend that on food. That would bring me up to 8. And I feel like we should do food here and people here. Okay. I think that's good. That's a good balance. So we're going to gain some food. This is going to be 4, and that's going to be 3. That's 7. 7 plus 4 is 11. And that's it. Feed cities. We've got 5 cities, so we go from 11 to 6. No disasters. Build cities and or monuments. Well, that's where these guys come in. I've got a total of 8 people. I'm going to fill this in. 1, 2, 3. And I've got 5 left. I kind of want to go with the 6 die. Start working on that. I better reserve this for next round. Oh, man. 5 left. What am I going to do with 5? I could fill in that and get... The monuments have different point values, so if I put 5 right here and fill in this, what is that? The stone circle, I get 2 points for that. Doesn't seem like a whole lot. I feel like the 6, I feel like that's going to be huge. I feel like getting the dice as quickly as possible. So I'm going to spend all 5 right there, and I just need 1 more. And then once I get that last 1 worker, I can just focus hard on the monuments. I think that's going to be my game plan. Okay, no developments, so nothing to worry about there. And then discard goods, which I don't need to worry about. Okay, so now I've got 6 dice. We are now on round 5. Okay, give me some good results here. The only downside is I can possibly roll more skulls. There's one. There's a good I'll probably want to re-roll. People and food. I've got 6 cities and 6 food. So I really need to bank some food for next turn. I'm definitely saving this for people. Maybe these 2 for food, or maybe 1. This is 6 right here. That would feed me completely for another round. I think I re-roll this one. If I keep the coinage, this brings me to 3, 6, and 9 plus 7 is 6. I could buy another 15 one. What would I buy for 15 under developments? Medicine. Pestilence has no effect. It's 3 points, but the thing is, like, I can re-roll skulls, so I kind of want to wait for maybe coinage. Sell food. No, plus 1 worker. Masonry would be nice if I could swing it. I don't know. Yeah. I feel like I'm going hard with workers, like my labor force. Okay, so I feel like I need to re-roll this one just to see what I get. Because if I were to get 15, what would I get? Plus 1 stone if collecting stone. I think that's this one here. Yeah, that's stone. So that would help me actually collect more stone and get... Okay, I kind of like the whole quarrying thing. All right, that one is a good... If I roll that again, let's just see what it is. Although if I roll it and get a skull, That would be drought. So maybe I keep the status quo. I'm gonna keep it like that. I don't want to risk another roll. Okay. So what do we have here? Roll dice, collect goods and food. Well, we've got. I'm gonna use this for food. So that's 3 and 3 is 6. So we're up to 12. And goods. So we have 1, 2, 3, because we have 3 goods. And yeah, that's it. Okay. 1 skull, nothing to worry about. Feed cities. So we're going from 12 back down to 6. Resolve disasters. Build cities and or monuments. Okay, so we have 3 people. That's 1. That's done. And then I just need to start. I think that I have 2 more. Now, I'm wondering, like, if there's a strategy to this. Like, there's 9 blocks here, 6. It seems like the number of blocks is always, like, 3 more than the score of it. So I don't think it matters where I put my other ones. 2 more. 1 bonus point. If I can get architecture or empire, that would I'd want to go with the smaller ones first, I think. Yeah, let's start with small and work our way up. So I'm going to go 1, 2 and almost fill in the pyramid. Okay. So we did that. Build cities and or monuments. May buy a development. Well, I've got 7 coin here. And I could do... I want to get quarrying. So I need 15 for that. So 7, 10, 16... I'll just do what I do last time and reset these. And that is going to be, 16. And I'll get quarrying. So the next time I earn stone, I get +1 to it. So I go from like 3 to 6 or 6 to 12, depending on where it is. I have to be careful about that whole 6 resource limit, though. Okay, discard goods in excess of 6. Okay, well, that's it. So now I've got all dice, and I need to feed people... I need 1 more food to feed everyone for this next round. So we're now on round 6. All right, my hands are getting 3 dice versus 7. Oh, right. Well, that is actually not terrible. That is a lot of people. There's some food. Again, I'm going to need to reserve. This is 7 here. That's perfect. Coin... And then maybe people. I kind of like that. All right, let's just stick with that roll. I kind of like that roll. Okay, so we collect goods and food. This is 4 plus 3 is 7. So we are up to 13. And the reason I'm going back and forth is just to make sure I don't go over. You can never go in excess over 15 there. Okay, and then gain goods. So I gain 1, 2, but because I have quarrying, I get an additional stone when I do that. Okay. What's next? Feed cities. So again, 7, back down to 6 again. Build cities and or monuments. Okay. We're full up on this, so we just need to hit that hard. So we've got 6 people here. And I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. So stone circle and the pyramid are complete. All right. Next is may buy a development. I've got 3 plus 6 plus 1. So that's 9, 10, 17. This coin is going to go to waste if I don't use it. So I feel like I need to spend it on the other 15 just for points. Or maybe I get irrigation or leadership. Leadership will allow me to re-roll 1 die after the last roll. That's kind of nice. Medicine. I kind of like the idea of pestilence, which is 2 skulls having no effect. That way I can get more goods and it not affect me. I'm going to take medicine for 15, and that's going to be 7, 8... is there a better way to do this? 7 plus 3 is 10, plus 6. So I'm going to spend that 16, and I'll keep that one there. And yeah, 16 minus 15 is 1, so I made it. There's no change, but... All right, medicine. That is done. Okay, now discard goods. Don't need to. All right, so we are now in round 7. All right. 2, but I have medicine, so I don't have to worry too much about having 2 of these. That's a lot of goods that I could use. Let's see. I need 7 food at least. That was food. So this is 7 right here, so that's perfect. Coinage, people for working, and a good. Okay. I feel like re-rolling this to try and get something other than 1 good out of it. If I were to get it, this is 5 goods. I'd go 1 over 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not bad. And then plus these coins. I'm guessing I could buy, let's see, 5 plus 4 plus 3. That's 12. And then plus 6 is 18. And then this is 18 plus 3 is 21. Plus 7 is 28. So I could afford one of these other 20s here, which isn't bad. So maybe I keep it like this. All right, let's just do it. We'll keep it. Okay, so first things first, we collect food. This is 7 food, 4 for this one, 3 for this one. I'm just going to leave it here because I know it's going to come back anyway. And goods, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So over 1, over 2 because of quarrying, over 1, and over 1. Okay, and then feed cities and result, I already did. Build cities and or monuments. With 3 people, I'm not going to get a whole lot done. But we'll start on the temple. 1, 2, 3. And may buy a development. Okay, well, like I said, we've got some coinage. 7, we just need to get to 20, I think. I think we want... What development do you think we should get here? I'm talking to people after the fact. Coinage. Okay, so pretty much increase your coins to 12 instead of 7. No need to discard goods, so I can save up with a caravan and hope to get, say, Empire. Because that's, 1 extra bonus point per city, which is really good. So maybe I get caravan so I can get a bunch of goods and not discard. Because everything else seems to be, Yeah, maybe I do that. I'm gonna go with caravan. So I need to find a way to get to 20. I need to get to 20 without, like, spending too many things. So this is 7. 6 is 13. Plus 3... I can add 13. This is 7 plus, let's just do 10. This is 10 here. 16, 19. Oof. I'm going to have to spend this one for 20. So that one goes here. That one goes over. This one goes away. Okay. And I still have 2 goods remaining, but it doesn't matter because I have caravans now. So now I do not need to discard excess of 6. My goal is going to get these pushed over as far as I can. Not too far, but I'm going to try and get some of these end game, like, really expensive developments. Okay, so I think that was it. All right, so now we're on round 8. Now I need to roll a bunch of... I need to make sure I've got enough food, and then I need to make sure I've got a lot of goods. A lot of coins. That's 21 right here, but is that going to be worth it? I feel like I would have to spend that now. It's either coinage or religion. That coinage would have been really helpful right there. I'm just saying. Well, I'm going to save this food and save this food. People and people for monuments. And then that's just 21. Maybe I buy just I'll buy coinage for 20. It's points. Okay, so let's do that. We're going to collect goods. There are no goods to collect, but there is food. This is 4 and this is 4. So that's 8. So we're going to go up to 14. And feed cities. So 14 minus 7 dice is 7. All right. And build cities and or monuments. Well, we've got 4 people here. So we're just going to do... That completes our temple. The temple is done. I'm just going to circle these numbers to show that we've completed them. That's great. And what's next? May buy a development. 21 right here. Now, I could add 5 and 3 to it, but that's 29. 30 is the next highest, so 29 is kind of a waste. We'll just spend 21 here. 7 times 3, 21, to buy coinage. And that way our coin results are now worth 12 in the future instead of 7. All right. We are now in round 9. We've got 2 rounds to go. All right. I don't know what the average score is, to tell you the truth, but we're not doing terrible. Okay, we've got 1 skull. We've got some coins, coinage. Yes, oh, lots of coins. That's what we want to see. Oh, can we get... Do we have enough to get... Oh, this is going to be rough. I don't have a whole lot of food. This is going to give me 3 food. But I feel like I don't really need to worry about that too much because I'm nearing the end of the game. And that's 6 people. Am I going to be able to get enough here? This is 11 spaces. I could fill in 6 of them now, maybe 5 on the next turn to finish the Hanging Gardens. Let's see where I end up with this real quick. This would be 12 per... This is 36. This is going to be 36 plus 5 is 41. And 41 plus 3 is 44. The best I could do is engineering. Use stone for 3 workers each. No, I don't like any of these. I need more goods. I feel like I just go away from this and work hard on more goods or coins. But man. Oh man, that's gonna suck. Well, actually I'm gonna have extra when I collect goods. I'm gonna have 1 and 6 is 7. It's gonna be close. I'm not gonna bother mathing it. I am gonna re-roll these just to see what I get. Because it's either gonna be... There's another coin, beautiful. And okay, do we take the good? We're gonna have to really focus on food next turn so we don't starve, but I think 3 now and then try and make that up in the next round. That's fine. But that's a lot of goods. This is going to be 12 times 4 is, what, 48? So 48 and then 3. Yeah, I have enough, I believe, for this empire. So I think I'm going to keep it as is. So let's go ahead and collect our goods and food. We'll start with 3 food. 1, 2, 3, up to 10. And that's done. And our goods, we have 3, so 1, and then because of quarrying over 2, and then 1 there. And then next is build cities. We have no workers, so we don't have to worry about that. Did we feed our people? We did. Oh, we didn't feed. My bad. We have 7, so we're down to, 3. And, yeah, now I can buy development. Okay, so, again, 48 right here. 12 times 4. I need to get to 60. And to do that, I need 12. So, what's the best way to do this? 5 and... No, it's kind of overkill. I just need 12 more is all I need. 9 and 6 is 15. It's kind of overkill. But that's the best I've got. 9 and 5 is 14. Which is slightly lower. Yeah, maybe I do that. So I'll do that and that. And spend these, and there's my 60 for my empire. That's going to give me 8 points plus 1 bonus per city, which is 7 of them. So I'm going to put plus 7 over here. Okay, so that's it. We don't have to discard down or anything like that. So final round of the game. We need to make sure we don't starve anybody. We just need what? We need 4 food. We need 4 food to make up for that. We got 4 food right here. We're going to re-roll anything else that is food, I think. That is a lot of people. That's actually not bad. Maybe I don't worry about goods because just use all of these as people and fill in as many of these monuments as I can. 4 food will bring me up to 7. So I'll be spending all of my food, but I don't need it after this round. Let's see. This is 6... 9, 11, 13, 15. Is there a monument that I can fill in for 15? Yeah, exactly. The Great Pyramid is 15. Okay, well, there you go. So I'm just going to keep it as is. Roll dice and collect food. I'm just going to up to 7, and then I'm going to spend it all for my here. Goods, there's no goods. Build cities and monuments. I'm just going to save. I'm just going to X this and then circle 12 just to save time. Again, 3, 6, 9, 11, 13, 15. This needs 15 X's. That's fine. May buy development. Can't do it. Discard. No, can't do it. Okay, so not a bad. That was it. All right, so what was the final score out of all of this madness? Okay, so developments I had, okay, so 3, I have to do this, okay, 3, 6, 9, 13, 17, no, sorry, 13 plus 4 is, yeah, 17. And then down here is 8, it's 25. 25 plus 7 is 33. I might be a little off, but, you know, so it goes. 33 for developments. And now we're on to monuments. So down here, we've got 1, 3, 1 plus 2 is 3, 3 plus 4 is 7, 7 plus 12 is 19. So we've got 19. Bonuses, I think I factored in the bonuses already up here, so I'm just going to put 0 for right now. Subtotal, okay, well, carry the 1, that's 12, and then that's 52. And then disasters, I feel like I did better than 52, I'm not sure, but did I miss anything? Maybe not. So you don't get any bonus points for having all these cities, except unless you take Empire down here. All right, so 52, I can live with that. Again, I may have miscounted somewhere here or there, but again, I'm playing this for fun, and I think 52 is not a bad score. I'm looking back at some of our other playthroughs that we did, and now keep in mind I can reroll skulls, whereas in the multiplayer game I couldn't. I had 39. Ida Lee had, oh my god, what did she do her score sheet? She had 22. I had 40 at one point. Okay, yeah, so I guess I don't know if solo 52 is good. You'll have to let me know on my Discord channel if you've scored roughly the same. That was Roll Through the Ages solo mode. If you guys haven't already, subscribe to me on Twitch and YouTube. That way you can stay up to date with any new content I happen to publish. This is Vince. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all next time. Take care.